First I do my lips, lashes, brows. Can't forget about my edges. Heels, all the flats, all the wedges. In that order, 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 in that order. I look good, smell good. I feel like $1 million. Order me some wings and some fries.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday.
Hello.
How y'all feeling tonight?
Good.
Feeling good.
Darnell, welcome back.
I'm back. 5 months.
Been gone for, how was it?
Damn. 4 months I've been gone. 4 months.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Many
Welcome
people
back.
have taken my seats, and I've come back to reclaim it.
What are you talking about?
They tried. I'm glad to see you were a regular. I was like, you can't let Darren go, but the other people, they got to go.
Look, it was something in the setting, though. All right, so real quick, everybody, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let them know who you are.
Darnell Lamont Walker.
Danielle Crawley.
Daryl Blaylock.
All right, and y'all know Jeffrey here. How was your weekend? What y'all do? It was a Saturday and a Sunday.
In that order. Well, I went to an HBCU picnic.
Oh, yes, the picnic on Saturday. Shout out to Nicole. It was dope.
It was dope. It was the best one so far.
It was the best one, yeah.
So, you know, a bunch of HBCUs got together. Graduates and alumni got together and came and party, drank, eat, and strolled and all that other stuff. And it was a good time. Get to see good friends that I haven't seen in years and all that.
Ate up all Alabama A&M food.
Hey.
Daniel, how was your weekend?
It was okay. I went to Sangria Sundays, which was, yeah.
Where are those? Where did you have those?
It used to be in downtown LA, but they
At
moved
the Westland? You
Yeah.
the Westland? I went once.
And I heard it was nice then, but this one was, it wasn't good. So that was my
Damn.
weekend.
I just worked on what I do? I just worked on my car. That's about it.
How's that coming along?
Oh, we do.
Oh, you done?
Oh, we're finished.
What's wrong with it?
No, my 70 Cutlass.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
78
No,
colors?
70.
Oh.
You trying to beat me. You trying to
Oh,
outdo me on my
and I got folds on it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm country.
All right.
Damn
Y'all
right I am.
y'all know we start things here. Everybody grab your shot glass.
Oh, God.
Darnell, welcome back. Wait, somebody waste something in my glass.
You made it.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
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 What's on my glass?
Oh, my God.
Put a little
What
hair
was
on it.
this?
What is that?
What's this?
This is
Our
bourbon.
mystery shot.
It went
Jack-
down.
it was
went-
Jack
It
over
went
there.
down real smooth.
It was smooth. Right.
That's brown. That's the bourbon.
It was
Yeah, that's
smooth.
definitely
it was
brown.
some Jack Daniels. Damn.
This is
All right.
Right.
Y'all, let's jump right into it. Get started with hot topics. So, picking up from last week, it was the Democratic National Convention. Did you guys watch? Anybody watch all 4 days?
Not all
I
four.
watched all 4. How about y'all? Did y'all watch?
I watched, but not all 4.
Okay, what stood out to y'all? What were some of the highlights? What's things you enjoyed, not enjoyed?
Michelle.
Why we got to start here?
Right.
We gotta start. Come on,
Right.
we covered the Republican convention last week. Now we gotta do the
Oh my God.
Democrat.
Michelle. She's just,
Majestic.
yeah, really.
Michelle was amazing.
She,
we
as
were actually,
always.
because she came out Monday, so we were able to talk about her.
Oh, you already talked
on
about her?
Tuesday last
Okay.
week,
All
but
right.
still the best part of the.
Oh, Michelle, hands down.
Hands down.
Y'all know I don't fuck with the Obamas. Y'all know I be up in here.
Not even Michelle?
I get it.
Did you listen to her speech though? We're
I
talking
did.
about her speech.
I did. And
Amazing.
I don't know. I think my whole thing is, like, I listened to the speech, and there was a woman. So this woman talked about how the speech, and if you listen to Michelle's speech, she's talking about, look at what we have. And she, like, what she did in the speech is want us to live vicariously through them and say, you know, y'all black people, we okay, because me and Barack have this. Because me and Barack have
I didn't get that from it either.
I woke up in a slave. I woke up in a house built by slaves.
But what's wrong with,
That's cool. We out here too.
but what's wrong with seeing a black person doing well and being?
Oh no, I get that. And I'm for it. I love black people doing well, but I think that it's a problem for me when repeatedly we see her. Okay, so we see Michelle always coming out and doing these speeches about. I woke up in a house built by slaves. Look at my beautiful black daughter, and so and so. And she talks about these black things, but then when they're on the policy floor, nothing black comes up.
out.
And so I'm tired of her using us as pawns and props in their speeches. But when it's time to protect these black bodies that they keep talking about in these speeches, there's no mention of
Yeah,
us.
nothing
And so
legislatively.
that's what my problem is. It's like, okay, if you're going to do that, just like when they had the mothers of the movement come out there, I was like, you do, and for Hillary, it was like, you do realize that your sons are these super predators that she was talking about. Your dead sons are these super predators that Hillary was talking about just a couple of years ago. And they keep using these black bodies to come out there for entertainment, but when it's time to protect them, there is nothing. There's no policy. There's nothing. The Barack Obama administration, like Roland Martin, is pushing people to say, oh, well, what about HBCUs? And Barack Obama has done nothing to support HBCUs. In fact, their budgets have been cut for HBCUs under his administration. And so, and I think we've gotten to a point where we celebrate them as celebrities.
Specifically, you
where we
want
celebrate
President
them as
Obama to take his hand into when he goes under education, because that's what HBCUs fall under. Education.
No, I don't. But I think if we're going to ask that of every white president, we need to ask that of him as well, and we haven't, because we give him that pass because he's black.
What about his you weren't a fan of his task force that he got together, going into the communities, getting feedback from, interacting with people who have actually, like people like Connie Rice, who have actually dealt with suing the LAPD. You didn't think that?
Right. I think it's one of those situations where we have where we're putting money in a place where we shouldn't be. We should be putting that same money toward people, helping people police their own neighborhoods instead of getting these police to go in as task force. Because at this point we're so conditioned.
Like
at this
Compton,
point
they don't even have police there, so they have to have the LAPD come in.
Right, but again, that's when we can use those same resources. Like Michael Jordan just gave $1 million toward the police organization because he wanted to teach. He wanted to give police money to go into these communities to learn better policing. When we could have used that same money to go to the community as a community resource to teach these communities how to police themselves. Because at this point, I don't trust any officer coming into my neighborhood, none whatsoever. I always say fuck the police.
I wouldn't say I don't trust any officer. I think that it's important to teach police officers to understand their communities as best that they can. I think that's when real change comes about. I think teaching people to police their own communities is definitely an ideal. But that's something that wouldn't, even if that's what Obama even wanted,
but
I feel like that's something that would take so long,
Darnell, you said police their own communities. What do you mean?
You can go up to Fairfax. Look at the Jews, how the Jews in LA run their own communities. Police never go in there. The police have no role in the Jewish community in Los Angeles. So if we could do that, and we see it work all over the world. They do it in Brazil, in the favelas. Mostly in poor communities, like the gangs police the communities, and the gangs aren't as bad as we would imagine them to be, but they police the community. So if we were able to police our own communities, but to say
they're not as bad, it's still like
police are not because gangs are gangs. So let's say we have a favela in Brazil where everything is run a certain way. As long as the police don't have to come in here, then we're cool. Like the gangs will, my gang is going to protect this block, your gang protects that block, and everything is fine. So, and there are still rules, but the people police their own shit, as opposed to these outside forces that know nothing about us, that weren't raised there, and we're so at this point we're so we are getting killed, and we keep saying, well, we just need better police. The police in Chicago just shot the little boy in his back, talking about my camera didn't work. You're the only cop in Chicago this weekend with a camera that didn't work, and so it's like. And so that was 2 years ago in Ferguson when we gave money to these police forces to buy these body cameras, and we were like, "Oh, these body cameras are going to work," and now they're cutting them off. And the only thing the body camera has done was allow us to see more black bodies being killed. And so we can't keep giving money to police because it's not working.
Danielle,
I don't know. I mean, I think that first of all, to ask the police to say, "Hey, we can police our own communities, stay out of it." That sounds really good, but I just don't feel like I feel like, first of all, the idea of police and the idea of law enforcement is something that was created probably by white people, we'll say. And that's an idea that they have. Now, when have you ever really known white people to kind of mind their own business as it pertains to black people? That doesn't happen. It just doesn't. That's how things like colonialism happen. That's how you know, there's development in other countries right now where they're teaching people in other countries how to have businesses that fit a business model that is a Western idea of what is success is. So that's a good idea. Yeah, police your own communities, but it's just not
Well, I mean,
going to happen.
But if you look back into the 40s
It's
and
not
the
gonna
50s,
happen.
even some 30s, and a lot of black areas back then, we used to police our own communities.
And, we told the police their role in it, and I think if we
But
did
what
that,
happened? What happened?
Well, what happened
It's
was
also-
after the civil rights movement and everything became separate. I mean, that wasn't separate and equal no more. Everything was just so-called equal, and then we pretty much lost black businesses, we lost black policing, we lost black everything.
I
No, we
just
gave
don't
up on
know.
some
I
places.
just don't know if that. I think a bigger way to change the problem is to, I think, helping people understand the communities that they police, white, black, whatever, and also take and confronting the biases
but
that
see,
you
that's
have
the
in
thing
your
we've
mind.
tried though. Like we've
Yeah,
done
tried
that.
It don't work.
And like I said when we had a conversation like a year ago on the show, it was like, well, what would work? I said, what I said, we need to start killing police officers.
That's not the answer. And that
But
is
look, but I'm gonna tell you this. I bet they start having conversations in the last couple of months.
Oh, I mean,
I bet they start being like, well, maybe we
conversation.
need to talk about this, and that's exactly what I said would happen. So if we start, like, I don't know if it'll work, but I'm willing to try.
I give you that. You did say that.
But,
I
I mean,
did
is it-
that.
but then also like when
I probably say every episode.
I mean, we have to wrap this conversation up. But in policing our own communities, is it because look at everybody that's being killed by cops, or all these people lately being killed by cops are white police officers killing black men
Right.
and women. So is it? You know, do we just need to have black officers or other minority officers policing
I don't
these
trust them
neighborhoods?
either.
Or
I don't trust them either. But the thing about it is, but you know, it's just a stigma, negative stigma when. So we talk about police and becoming police.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, any of my friends, none of my friends want to be 12, the man, 5-0, whatever you want to call them. None of my friends want to be, and all of us hate the police. And I don't know any of us like, hey man, let's go join the police for. Nigga,
Yeah, I don't
just-
know anybody like that either. I don't know anybody who's like, I love the police. No. But, I mean, I still think that, first of all, it's a big, big issue, and we could be up here all day. But
Right.
I just don't know if policing your own neighborhood is the answer.
I don't know if it's the answer, but I don't know if it's not the answer. You know, let's see. But so also last week it was made official that Hillary Clinton is the official Democratic candidate for president, nominee for presidency, first woman ever for a major political party. Hillary stood up. She gave her speech at the DNC. We'll play a quick. I'm all tongue tied now. Play a quick clip of that, and we'll come back and talk about it.
I'm so happy this day has come. I'm happy for grandmothers and little girls and everyone in between. I'm happy for boys and men because when any barrier falls in America, it clears the way for everyone. After all, when there are no ceilings, the sky's the limit. So let's keep going. Let's keep going until every one of the 161 million women and girls across America has the opportunity she deserves to have.
So what do you guys think of Hillary's speech?
I think I liked the speech. I didn't mind it. You know, first of all, I just want to say it's coming up after Barack. That's a tough act to follow,
Right.
honestly. And
That was like when they put Elizabeth Warren up after Michelle Obama.
yeah, you know, it's gonna be tough. But I mean, her speech was. I thought it was good. I'm a woman, so I'm definitely happy that, you know, she's on the Democratic ticket to be president. Is Hillary my favorite person ever? No, but she is a woman, and that is significant. And I think that, you know, that's something we should
At
celebrate.
this point, I don't even think it's about her being a woman. It's
Yeah.
about
Not being
Donald
Donald
Trump,
Trump.
right? Not being Donald Trump. That's what it's about.
I'm just proud that a woman made it on the ticket for sure. I think that's something that should be celebrated. But I think, you know, she maybe isn't the most likable, you know. And then there's Donald Trump, so you're kind of like, oh, I don't like either one of these people, but I'm just vote for Hillary because Donald Trump is a fool. I get it, but this is her moment, and I don't want to take away from her moment. And I think it is a big accomplishment for sure.
The only reason I watched it because I felt like it was my damn, you know, my duty as an American citizen to watch it. But
Get your lip.
But it was boring.
Her speech or the DNC?
The DNC was
DNC was
drunk.
good. It was
But-
one senator that spoke. I really enjoyed it. Go
Who
ahead.
that? Cory Booker?
No, he was from Virginia. It's
Oh,
not-
what's his name? I know you're talking about.
I can't think of his
Hold
name.
up, you ain't talking about her running mate, is you?
No.
Okay, he was just as boring as her.
He was born as fuck. They was calling him everybody's dad.
Everybody's
like he's the best soccer dad out there.
Like some
Everybody's
people, I feel like some politicians just need to just have like a speaker for them. Like you speak for me. You know, some of them are way better at doing policy and just standing behind the damn desk. You
About
just need them
Donald
to do
Trump.
that.
Does Donald Trump need to have somebody speak for him?
No, well,
But he's the vice president. That's what he's supposed to be.
Boring?
He's supposed to be
Just
boring. He
there.
doesn't have a job. Once you become vice president, that's it. You don't really have a
Just
job. You're just
chilling?
the face. Yeah.
What about with George Bush and Dick Cheney?
Dick
Didn't
Cheney.
he shoot Dick Cheney when they was like
Somebody-
hunting
yeah,
or
Dick
something?
Cheney
Dick
got
Cheney shot a
shot.
man in the
Dick
face.
Cheney
Oh,
shot.
that's
Okay,
what it
I knew
was.
was
And the
something.
man apologized to him. I'm
think-
sorry you shot me in the face.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
That
sorry.
bullet hit me.
I'm sorry. I
My
said your
bad. I was in the way. I get
Yes.
it.
Right. Well, in keeping up with the Democrat, congratulations, Hillary. But
Congrats.
keeping up, with what's going on in politics. So Donald Trump is
oh yeah.
in the news. It's several things. He had comments that he had to say about Khan. How do you pronounce his first name?
Ezra.
Oh.
Wait, Elias?
I don't want to mess it up.
Khan.
So I'm, called Khan. Khan, he spoke and he held out his the U.S. Constitution, asking Donald Trump if he's ever actually even read the Constitution. And Donald Trump, being Trump, had some comments to say. I just had to quote. He said, "I was viciously attacked with Mr. Khan at the Democratic at the Democratic convention. Am I not allowed to respond? Hillary voted for the Iraq War, not me. Mr. Khan, who does not know me, viciously attacked me from the stage at the DNC and now is all over TV doing the same thing. Nice."
How does anyone take him seriously? How does anyone say, I'm voting for this man? Like,
I
how?
don't
He is so
understand.
entertaining, but he
I'm telling
should
you,
not
it's a
be
setup.
president.
It's gonna be a
Ever.
setup.
Is the longest episode of The Apprentice I have
Ever,
seen in my
ever.
life.
Right.
This is
Do
House of
not make
Cards.
him
Y'all
your
watch House of
president.
Cards?
Yeah.
He-
I'm not
This is
caught
a
up on
House
this
of Cards
season, but-
episode.
No, he should. But really, how do you listen to him speak? Read what he has to say. How do you do that and then say, you know what, President of the United States? Like, how is that happening right now?
Right.
You know, it's a lot of uneducated people out there. Open up a book.
Just
I
like
mean, you
I
got
think-
every state that's in the middle. Like,
Not just the middle,
the whole
the
middle
South,
section of the
the,
U.S. is-
Appalachia. These are people who, you know, and we all know who's voting for Donald
they're going
Trump.
to show up.
Those
Bubba,
people with those coats that look like
Bubba, and
outside,
Appalachia.
those coats, you know what I'm
Those
talking
look
about.
like outside.
You know exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. But really, don't vote for Donald Trump. He does not care about. I saw Donald Trump roll up in a 747, a commercial airplane that was his own. Donald Trump does not. If anybody who is a poor white man is listening,
He does
Donald
not.
Trump
He doesn't
doesn't
care
care
about
about you. Me and you have more in common than you and Donald
But
Trump.
I think it's
Do
so
not vote
much.
for him.
I think it's so much of a game to Donald Trump. This
Yes.
man is literally saying
Yes.
whatever the fuck he wants.
He said he was viciously
He said he was
attacked.
viciously attacked. After the DNC, or as the DNC was going on, Donald Trump stood at a podium and said, "I wanted to punch some of the speakers at the DNC."
How can you say
His
that
wife
shit?
plagiarized
Listen,
a speech that
his
everyone
wife
saw. Come
plagiarized
on.
it. And then, well, speaking of his wife, Melania is also in the news because photos of her were leaked from when she posed nude back in the day. They were on the New York Post. Here's the photo.
A word?
Of Melania.
Melania working with
These
something.
photos were released.
That's why he
And they're
married her.
even
She
saying-
holding.
But the funny part is, they're saying that they believe that they might be released by somebody in Trump's camp. Like, he is doing this. Trump is like, y'all
It's a
are
joke.
so dumb. I
It's
can
a
do
joke.
whatever
Yeah,
I want.
I'm just saying
And y'all
whatever.
still gonna rally up
And
vote
the
for
fact
me.
that he's gotten, first of all, I really believe, this is what I believe. I believe that the Republican Party needs a facelift. I think we all know that. But I think they're going to cease to exist and there's going to be a new conservative party because this isn't working.
Isn't
You know,
that why they wanna
obviously.
do like a Tea Party or something like that?
I don't even understand
Tea
Tea
Party.
Party
Am
Am I
without
the only
about
one that
them.
thinks that he's working with the Clinton campaign?
To make sure
You know,
that
I
they
thought
win?
about that.
I thought about that.
I thought about
that.
that.
That has to be it.
But people are still rallying behind
Because
this
it's
man.
all
Right.
it's all these poor white people who, you know, and white people are used to feeling very much included, very much secure. They are not used to feeling like minorities. Let's just be honest. And when you play on those insecurities and that huge problem that has been caused by American greed, then of course people are gonna vote for him. Those people can't breathe. They don't even have teeth, okay? And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Okay, read a book and do not vote for Donald
I
Trump.
mean, I'm on the side of the
Ever.
people that believe that the election is already determined. It's already they already know who's going to win. So Donald Trump is just out here like bullshitting at this point.
At this point, I mean, it seems like that though, because some of the shit that he says is like he has no filter.
But how
whatsoever.
did he get so far?
How do you get so far? I don't think he expected to get. I always say I don't think he expected
I don't
to
think
get so
so
far.
either.
He literally just like, oh, I'm gonna run
He's
for
like, I'm gonna
president.
say whatever and
Like,
see how it
like,
goes.
it was a good 17 or 18 people on the Republican side when the whole thing started. He knocked every one of them
Which is
out.
ridiculous,
We're
okay?
talking about people have voting records.
It was social
People
media
have
marketing
tenure.
though. Like social media marketing got
No,
him where he
and
is.
he understands that as long as people are talking about you, all press is good press. He even said that when his wife plagiarized the damn speech
Oh,
at the
yeah.
Republican National Convention. He said, "Oh, if you believe that all press is good press, it's okay," and he does believe that.
Stupid. But with that, so with Melania's photos being leaked, it's going to people questioning, is it fair to attack his family? Because Melania is not running for president. But also with that, over the weekend, Malia Obama, she was seen at Lollapalooza in Chicago.
Turning it.
Getting
having
it
a
in.
good time.
Hey.
Like, we can go to video of Malia.
What? She's having fun.
She's having y'all know Michelle.
Finally free.
Yeah, girl.
Michelle snatched her up.
Get
Get
your
over here.
ass. Lips tight.
Embarrassing
Get
me.
your ass in this house. Look, the girl's 18 years old. She wasn't out there. You ain't see her with
I'm glad
liquor in
that
her
she ain't
hand.
depressed. Like every time I've seen her until this weekend, her face has just been like this
Yeah.
depressed. Like I was like, does she talk? Does she speak?
It's
And
hard,
now I'm like,
though.
fuck it,
She's
let her
having
in.
a good ass time. That's
Like,
what
you know what?
Yeah.
Being a politician is like being a celebrity that maybe a few less people care about. So imagine growing up in that. You know what I mean? She probably just wants to be a normal teenage girl, go to Lollapalooza in a tank, in a crop top and some
and
shorts,
dance and have a good
twerk with her
time.
friends.
And
Why
there's
can't
nothing wrong with
she?
it. Because what, she's
Don't
the
judge
president's
me.
daughter, she's supposed to two-step.
She wasn't making out with nobody in the
Well, we
middle
know
of the
who's going to
stage.
Lollapalooza
Well, I mean, she
and
did
turn
take a
it
picture.
up.
You see the picture
I
she took with
I
the two
never-
She
dudes.
with Bryson Tiller.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah,
Oh, I know that one. I thought-
She took a picture with Bryson Tiller. She
Who
was like with
cares?
her arm around him.
Who cares?
Oh, I thought it was just some random dude. I
No,
was like,
he was
oh,
a
I was in there like,
See, look, you,
All right,
that's how
Maria.
rumors
I
get
was about to go there.
That's how
Y'all
rumors get
judging this
started.
girl. See, judging her. She could have a life. She's 18. She
no, I'm
probably-
all for it. I think that I'm all for it. I was like,
Yeah.
let the girl live. I mean,
Let her have
Let her
fuck it. If I was
live.
her, I'd have been out there. I would have been doing a little bit more.
And she did. You know, she probably has a lot of restrictions, and it probably
Yeah.
still was Secret Service somewhere over there, which probably
I'm more
sucks.
than
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Alright,
In arm's
so-
length. So.
Moving along, you guys. Now going to an unfortunate incident that happened. This was on Monday. Corinne
No.
Gaines, a 23-year-old black woman from Baltimore County, was shot by police. So the story is that 3 officers, they arrived at Corinne's apartment complex to serve arrest warrants to Corinne and another man. Corinne was wanted on a bench warrant for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, both charges related to a traffic stop from earlier this year in March. The man, he was wanted for assault. So when the police arrived, they tried to gain entry from using keys given to them by the landlord. This is Corinne right here. The keys were given to them by the landlord. They allegedly saw Corinne pointing a rifle at them and retreated and called for tactical support.
She was loading that thing.
They called the SWAT team to come in. The man in the apartment, who has still not been publicly identified, he tried to leave with the 1-year-old. They had a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old in the apartment. Police apprehended him, but officers reportedly spent hours trying to negotiate with Corinne, who barricaded herself in the apartment. Well, at one point she said, "If you don't leave, I'm going to kill you." She's holding her 5-year-old son, and the officer opened fire. Corinne shot back, and she was killed. But also, while they were shooting at her, the 5-year-old was hit. He doesn't have any wounds that'll be, life-threatening. He's gonna be fine. But Corinne is another black woman that is now dead.
You know
from
what?
Police.
I didn't see that video because that video, I saw some people said they seen that one. I saw a
I didn't
video.
even mention the video from this one.
And I saw a video of her getting pulled over by the police, and she ain't got it all. Like, I mean, I respect the dead, R.I.P.
I watched that video.
She was agitating the police, and the dude was being calm. He really wasn't giving her a hard time. And then she was just having fun with the camera. Told her son, fight. And she was telling her 5-year-old son,
and
to fight.
that's when I
I
turned. That's when I flipped sides. I was like, okay, because she was like, if he come at you, you fight him. And I was like, no. Now I'm all for fucking the police up if they pull me over on some bullshit. I get pulled over all the time. When you start driving your Cutlass, you might find that out.
I
real
get pulled
quick.
over driving a regular car.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So real quick, but so I'm all for like cussing the police out and knowing my rights. But she went too far. Like the police, like it was a legit pullover. Because she didn't have tags in the car. She had no tags. And then he was like, let me see your license registration. He did identify himself.
Right.
And then, but she was telling her kid, like, you fight him if he comes. And I was like, no, this is not that battle.
And then even the police officer who remained calm the whole time, he was like trying to hand her back her documents and stuff, and she didn't want to even grab it. She like he had to just
Throw him in there.
put it in the car because she didn't even want to just grab him back. I just want my stuff. I just want my keys. I want this, that, and the third. Like, bro, you didn't act. She did not have to act like that. So at that point, somebody missing up
in
there.
this. So I didn't see the video, but in this situation, and again, this is all just the reports. I didn't know what side to be on because the headline I saw was another black woman shot by police. So I'm like, oh damn, here we go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of these weeks. So I started I read like 4 or 5 different articles on it, and I didn't know which side to be on.
You were trying to find. It's a lot of gray area for me too. I think it's one of those situations where it was like, you were wrong, but it was like, Corinne, you were wrong. I don't know about in this house. Like I haven't read all the stuff in this house. Right. But if I'm talking about just the police pullover, like you were wrong, and even looking at the few things I did about the house situation, like. You were not right in that situation, but I still understand racism. I understand police, and I'm like, fuck the police.
I don't know if it's been identified the officer in there was white or what have you. Because again, the officer when they
she had a rifle?
She had a rifle.
They gained entry
she was loaded with it.
they had a warrant. The landlord gave them a key, so they didn't like go bust the door down. The landlord gave them a key, so they gained entry. Then they did not even like do anything immediately. They saw she had a gun. They backed out. They called the tactical team. So it seemed like they were taking the proper steps. Yeah. She said, "If you don't leave, I'm going to kill you."
Okay, my question is this: was there any kind of way for them to de-escalate that situation?
And that's what I was going to say. So at that point, it gets kind of
has to be. I've seen white men barricaded in the place for days. So surely they could have done something. She wasn't a danger to her child.
That's what we all hope. We hope that she was. The fact that she was holding her child with a gun, to me, that says.
And if you have a child around, I just don't think you're gonna tell the police you're gonna kill them. There's someone else to think about. Someone who can't.
But see, in the car, the car situation is what flipped that for me. She wasn't thinking about her child in that car.
And even her holding her child, holding a gun, pointing at an officer. You know, if you point a gun at an officer, not that they necessarily will shoot, but they will pull their gun on you. Yeah. So her holding her child, did she think that was going to be her
that they weren't going to do anything? They wouldn't
do anything?
I just don't see a mother doing that. I think if you have a child, your first instinct is that let me do what's best for this person,
and again, not blaming
necessarily
her.
For me.
And then also, what happened where the guy that they were there to get, he was able to grab the 1-year-old and run out. Why didn't she give him both kids? Like it's so many questions I have with this. It's
too many. Yeah.
But one point I want to make is that the charges. I mean, she had a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that she had a warrant for, was it anything that was violent? Was it anything?
Sort of conduct.
Right. Well,
from the March situation.
Okay, she acted up a little bit.
And that's my thing. It was, and that's where it's so much gray area because I'm still on her side. Like at the end of this conversation, I'm like, fuck the police.
So you feel like somebody been wrong?
Because we've seen countless situations this year alone where they've gone in and taken down white men who have pointed guns at them. They went and fed the old boy Burger King. After he killed 9 black people in a church. So it's like even with all the shit that she did, they did not have to kill her.
I see what you're saying.
That right there is where again it gets gray because these are reports word of mouth from us. I'm assuming the officers that were there.
And I've been in situations where police stories have changed.
Exactly.
But I think it goes back to just a mindset. You know, you see someone black and you immediately think aggressive threat, and then who
fired the first shot? They did not say who fired the first shot.
I mean,
they had a gun. She had a gun. Who fired the first shot?
But you know what? This is kind of unrelated. But today, this white man turned the corner and hit the shit out of a police car, and it was the friendliest exchange I've ever seen in my life. He got out first of all, he got out the car and I was like, did I hit you? He was like,
Right.
I mean, yeah, you did. And I'm just sitting there watching this like, let him have been black.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let him.
He'd been shot.
He'd have been shot. It would have been his fault. He would have been a serial murderer, whatever.
Guns all in the
A
car.
thug.
He'd have been running
The
away
man
'cause
got
he just
up,
robbed a bank.
walked to the
Right.
officer. What black man, get out of his car, walk up to the cop car,
No.
and still standing? It just doesn't
Wait,
happen.
I was on
To wake
Robinson
up
one
white
time,
women.
a dude in the brand new Mercedes SL something, and straight up a bike cop pulled him over, and as soon as he hit boop boop, the dude pulled over, got out the car. Oh man, white man in his 60s, got out the car, and said, "Hey man, what you pulling me out?
Yeah.
What you pulling me
Yeah,
over for?
got
Huh?
out the car, though.
What are
Shot
you
if he was
doing?
black.
What are you doing? What the fuck's wrong with you?" He's like,
Right.
"Sir, get in the car, sir. Sir, get back in the car. Sir, all you saw was that."
Please get in the
Have you
car.
seen? There's a photo of like the whole. I think it was the militia in Oregon where one of the guys has his gun out, pointed, and the cop has his hand like, "Wait a minute," and I'm sitting there like.
But that's what you do with your own. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You make excuses for your own. You protect your own, whatever. But what white people also fail to realize is that this supremacy that you have did not come by anything nice. It did not come
Oh,
by
yeah,
anything
yeah,
good.
yeah,
So you have a responsibility to think beyond yourself, regardless of if you
But see, the
yourself
thing
are a
is,
bad
like,
person.
the thing is like this video I was watching. It was like, the problem with white people is that they don't respect anybody's humanity but their own. White people expect Jews to hate Hitler and hate the Nazis, but they can't understand why black people should hate them. It was like, because you're inhuman and you're unkind and you're cruel.
And I don't want to preach hating anyone, because
telling you.
hating anyone is not the answer to anything.
Not at all.
But I do believe, as a white person, you have a responsibility. You can live in a world that everything. If you're a white man, how are you not the CEO of a company right now? I don't even understand. How you not running
That's what
shit?
Paul Moody said,
How did
man.
you get $5 million?
It's a good,
Paul
what's
Moody
a,
said.
what's a good white
He
man?
said,
That's real life.
That's what he said.
No, but that's a real question.
I
So-
stopped giving money to homeless white people because of that.
why? What
Okay,
struggles
all right,
have
y'all.
you
So we-
had? But there is responsibility in that. You did not get all of this. You have a better life than many people, and the blood is very much on your hands, and your great granddaddy on racist hands too. So you need to do right
Your
by
father
other
had to
people.
kill for all your
father
privileges.
killed a lot of people, a lot
about those
of
that did? What about
innocent
those
people.
that, like,
What
they
white
all
people
know-
are those?
I'll just play.
Those
all right,
white
y'all.
people don't
Because
exist.
we
Don't
gotta
even get me
move on,
started.
y'all.
But
All right,
anyway.
y'all. So also in the news, actually that was a great segue. So Bow Wow
Oh, God.
is
That white man.
so y'all already know we talking about.
Caucasian.
That Caucasian
You
man.
Caucasian.
Bow Wow is one of those new blacks that cannot
New
identify
blacks.
with black heritage because he is mixed. So in a series
Mixed in
of-
what?
Hang on, in a series of tweets last week, Sean Moss, also known as Lil Bow Wow,
Also known as a
someone
fool.
tweeted him asking him Hillary or Trump. His reply was, "I don't really care because after I learned what I learned about politics, I just stay away, let down." Then he received another response that said, "You should care based on the fact that your ancestors died so that you can have the right to vote." He said, "Man, I only believe what these eyes see. I'm mixed. I don't know what my ancestors was doing. I only see what I see."
Mixed.
And then the last one came at him and said, "You don't know what your ancestors were doing? Did you see a movie called Selma directed by and they at Ava DuVernay?" And his final tweet said, "Yeah, I seen Selma. Was I related to anyone? No. I'm saying my Moss side of the family is not black, in all caps, not black. Heritage different."
Okay, but then,
Hold on. Go ahead.
his grandmama from the Moss side of the family was like, "Your daddy black.
His grandma.
Your
First of all,
daddy was been black all his life."
his grandma from the Moss side of the family probably got newspaper clippings of Martin Luther King Jr.
That's
Probably
when he
proud as
came
hell.
forward and was like,
Okay?
"No, you are very black."
Yeah, black as hell. Super black.
She
Anyway.
said, "Shut your black ass up."
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Black ass
I mean,
down.
Negro. I'm tired of supposed to get Negro.
Everybody want to be black.
And see, this is my
till the
thing.
police come.
And this is why
okay?
I can't.
Everybody.
This is why I support Black Lives Matter, but I can't officially join the movement because they said that I have to care about all Black lives in order to join. And I don't care about Lil Bow Wow's life.
Bow Wow, Stacey Dash.
You can take all of
Jada
it.
Simone.
You can take all of it. And because of that, I can't join it. But I will march with them and I will support them and I will give money to get them out. But because I think Lil Bow Wow should now be attacked and
He's
his
mixed.
balls
What
cut
a
from his
boy.
sack.
He's mixed. He's Tiger Woods now.
He's mixed with black and
That's
black as
what-
hell.
Tiger Woods is a fool too.
No,
Okay?
hey, but even Tiger Woods, mama, at least she's Asian. Your mama's black.
Mm-hmm.
Your daddy black.
Black black in the name. What do you say? Combination.
He claims
the black side.
A little bit.
Help me.
Like people always got these people. Like you can't keep having these statements when there are receipts. You know what I mean? Like when there's proof.
But to me, that's the same.
I know about you.
A Dominican person.
I know
saying
about you.
like,
I know your grandma.
That's to me is like a Dominican person saying like, oh, I'm not really black, or a Dominican being racist. Like I first of all have never met a Dominican whose whole family didn't look blacker than mine. You know what I'm saying? And you saw it, but that's the mindset that many people have. That is a result of a lot of racism.
They got dropped off on the island. We got dropped off on the mainland.
Okay,
don't let them niggas fool you.
Don't let them.
Use black.
And more importantly, if you get confronted by the police,
I'm
sure
black.
they're not like
you black.
Your name is Shad.
Your name is Shad.
Shad. Moss.
All right, y'all. So moving along.
Get out of here. Yo, coon. You like to call me coon?
We need that coon alert.
There should be a coon
We need a coon wall. Like a coon wall. We just start adding up the whole.
Let's get a little raccoon across the screen. Since we are already in there, keeping with the theme, so Carly Hay was crowned Miss Teen USA. If you guys are not familiar with this story, so Miss Teen USA has controversial tweets from her past where she used the N-word. And in a series of tweets, and we of course have those tweets because nothing on the internet ever goes away.
Thanks.
So Carly, she said, I don't know who she's talking to, but at someone.
Her fool ass friends.
Watching Taken without my nigga at Mary Gunn.
Mary.
Because she chooses whoever over me. Feel special, bitch. Then she says, I know I'm a comedian, nigga. Then she says, at Fox Abby, don't threaten me, I will rap your house, nigga.
Damn.
It's other tweets that she sent out where she had one.
That's a goon.
She has one at C.
No goon when
she
I
has
say
one at C where she says, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga.
That's not funny. Don't laugh.
You know what?
No.
She need to ask me.
No.
It's not funny.
She need to ask me.
So the question is now, the thing came up is, should she have had her crown taken away from her? Because again, this is something I think it was like 3 years old.
I think she
2014. So it's
can they suspend them?
2 years old. Huh?
Can they suspend them?
Listen, Vanessa Williams got her crown taken away
from
she was showing titties in the 80s. She was showing titties in the 80s.
Yeah, but this is a racial slur.
That was some other shit.
This is a racial slur.
It was not about her showing titties in the 80s because Playboy had been around well in this because she was a
This
black
was
woman.
a racial.
We know what it was.
And she was the first one, so they were
So
on
that's
her
what it
ass.
was. So it wasn't about her being.
We know what it was.
Her crown was taken away.
No, I mean, I think we should I do think they should take it away, take her crown away. I think she should get jumped by a group of black girls and call her
And be
dead,
like, why they
the
chant
fuck?
my nigga, my nigga, my nigga.
No, just like beat ass in Trinidad.
Right. Remember, what was that song? Remember CNN played that song for that old black woman? That was like, the black woman was turning 100 years old, and it was like, but she's still driving. This was going out to you, so and so. And the song came on, it was like, nigga, 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 nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. They should beat their ass to that.
Why y'all ain't shit though?
But the people, it's funny to me. It's funny to me, but I think she should get her ass whooped. But it's just like that's the boy's name, Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
he had all those nigga jokes, and so whoever still fucks with Justin Bieber, remember he had
Oh my God, Justin Bieber.
He had a song called he was on he did a little interview. He was like one less. He had that one song called One Less Lonely something. He was like one less lonely nigger, and he was like, you know what the chainsaw makes?
Yeah, the chainsaw.
Nigga. Like in the interview.
What sound does the chainsaw make? Nigga.
Like it was like a slew, like 15 nigga jokes back to back he did, and then Usher came was like he's not racist, and then black people was like
Usher was like my paycheck.
But she was kind of hard though. This little Carly.
Oh, she went in. So I feel like I feel like she had some black friend that allowed her to use it.
She said she's influenced by pop culture.
First of all, but that's exactly what it is because everyone loves
Kanye,
black culture.
No, because if you are
Kanye a fool too.
Then, if you are influenced by pop culture, you are also aware enough to understand that word, how it offends people, how it makes people feel, and what races should not be using it.
I don't know, but part of me feels like when people use the N-word, obviously I don't like it, and I'm quick to check anyone. Nobody around me says the N word who's not black. I don't play that shit at all. But with that being said, you know, as black people, you have to know that if you make a song, a movie, something cool, which black people do a lot of, you need to know that everyone is going to be on that shit. So you as a black person, you need to be mindful of that. And maybe you feel like that's inconvenient or unfair or whatever, but that's the truth. You know what I mean?
But see, Kanye loves it. Like,
Kanye a fool.
Kanye loves white people saying that. Like, even when he
Kanye a fool.
at Coachella, 2 years ago, he was like,
MJ
MJ
since his mom
gone.
died.
A nigga, like the whole crowd. A nigga dead.
I think with Kanye it's like a Donald Trump tactic. Like he's just doing shit.
He ain't been the same since his mom
Did
died.
y'all talk about Kanye and Taylor Swift on the episode?
Oh no, we were on that. We were off that week.
Oh, okay.
But
Right.
also with the little teen the teen Miss Universe pageant. So it was also talk of a lack of diversity. So the top 5 Miss Teen USAs, this is them. Now a lot of people were confused.
The same girl.
It's the same girl. No, these are 5
Did
different
you see Chrissy
women.
Teigen's tweet?
And then Chrissy Teigen, she sent out this tweet saying, "Wow, how can we choose from such a diverse bunch?" I love Chrissy Teigen.
I don't.
But yes, you don't. Well, that's something. But
They
yes,
all look the
5 of
same.
these
This is the
women-
same
I don't
person.
dislike her. I just don't
All
get
5
her.
of these women are completely different women.
I mean,
That's the
I
same
guess.
damn girl.
I don't know
It's
which
the
one
same
is the
person.
nigga girl, but
all of them probably.
She got a little
Probably
dark
all
in
of
there.
them.
She got a little
None
dark
of
in
them look different at all.
She
all
She's
right,
probably
y'all,
Mexican.
but that's gonna do it for
probably
hot
not
topics.
damn
Mexicans had it out.
She
They
just
had
went
it out.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for hot topics, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back to help you out with your questions.
Y'all ain't shit.
No,
man.
Mexicans.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Shots, 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 shots.
All right, everybody. What's going on? How y'all feeling? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good. All right, y'all. So now is the time when we do your questions.
My favorite.
Every part of the show. So if you have a question you would like to send to us, we can help you out. Just email us tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We do our best to help you out. All right, are you ready?
Leave them.
Yep.
Leave him. That's it. Already. Because I know that's where it's going. Leave his ass. He ain't gonna get no better.
Or you the side chick. It's either leave him or you the side chick.
All right, y'all. Let's see what this question is about. All right.
You know what, man?
All right.
We haven't heard the question.
So, I'm a college sophomore and have been dating my boyfriend, we'll call him Evan, for nearly a year. I'm planning to take a semester abroad at the beginning of my junior year. Recently, Evan confessed that if I leave... Y'all shit, I hate y'all. Come on. So, recently, Evan confessed that if I leave, our relationship would have to end. He asserts that being away from me for more than 3 months would be too painful and scary, not knowing if I was alright. He has some anxiety issues for which I have urged him to consider therapy. Should I end this relationship now or continue to see Evan if Evan changes his mind? There's a possibility, depending on program availability and class requirements, that I may not be able to go anyway. I don't want to break any hearts or inflict any pain. Evan is my best friend and I'm scared of losing him. Help.
Okay, so first, you heard what I said at first. Leave him. But second, y'all not gonna be together in a year and a half, no way.
Right.
So you're a sophomore in college.
I mean, but maybe you will.
Shit means nothing. You won't.
Maybe this
Evan
is...
has anxiety issues that leads to insecurities. Evan is going to kill you. Evan does not seek help. He has a mental illness, and he is going to murder you.
Or you
So
can get
you
Evan
leave.
some Xanax and then talk
He
about
said
it.
he's gonna kill you. Right.
I mean,
He's a murderer.
I'm trying to think. It's 3 months because right now, if my boyfriend said I'm going away for 3 months, I would definitely have an attitude for sure.
You have an attitude, but are you going to...
Would I leave him? Long distance relationships just aren't real. That's
They
just
don't.
the
They
they're-
don't
sorry,
work. They can work, but there has to be an end date to that long distance relationship. Like
You said an
after
end date?
it has to be a date where it's like at this
Well,
month we're going to move together.
I feel like
we're going to be in the
either
same place.
they-
You have to have a
either-
goal.
no, either they don't work or y'all have to have some type of open relationship understanding.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But I think being a sophomore in college and going away from each other for 3 months is very different than being an adult. I could see this not working.
They had no real because they haven't had like real life issues.
Yeah.
Like
So what are they, 20, Not even
2021 maybe.
19.
I can see it not working for 3 months. So I understand where Evan and his anxieties are coming from.
His
for
anxieties
sure.
is
Look
something.
here,
I mean,
it's
sophomore in
almost like
college,
the ultimatum. You need to bounce anyway. So.
Yeah, it's
But
time
you
to
know,
go.
what you could do is just be like, I don't know if this is the end or not. Go, and then if you come back and you all come back together, it was meant to be.
But you keep on putting your shit on hold for somebody else. You're gonna be fucked up.
Don't put anything on hold for anyone.
You could be
else.
30 years old trying to figure out who you gave your 20s to.
Oh Lord! I mean, she's not there yet. But listen,
That's the worst. That's the worst.
let her live her life. She's not even there yet. But
Damn, Darnell.
do what if you really
Ain't get
want to
mad
go.
at
Okay. So, Darnell, what's your advice to young ladies?
I think you need to. I think you need to go. I think you need to focus on you. Do not sacrifice your inner freedoms for anyone but yourself.
Danielle.
I think that you should definitely go, and if you come back and you guys can come back together, great. If you can't, then it wasn't gonna last anyway, baby girl.
Daryl.
What they said.
We all agree.
I think Evan's anxiety issues are the bigger issue.
That's what you want to talk
But
about.
that's not her question.
That's what you want to talk about.
That might be something you need to get fixed.
Maybe get Evan some Xanax.
All right, y'all.
I heard it
So
works.
next
Or some
question.
weed.
My husband enjoys.
Leave him.
My husband enjoys.
always-
He says my husband enjoys sitting around among other activities naked.
Oh,
We live in a subdivision with 700 homes. I've asked him repeatedly to stop. Join a nudist camp group,
Join a nudist camp.
or go home to his mother. Whatever. He says sorry, blah blah blah, but it doesn't stop happening. The deputies have already visited to tell him to stop playing with his
Penis. With his
No.
penis. With the not his
some of
penis.
his
ukulele.
with his ukuleles while driving.
Oh.
And I'm afraid, and I'm afraid
Listen.
he'll get caught without a stitch of clothes on one day, and all hell will break loose.
Oh no.
I realize how ludicrous this letter may sound, but I'm
I'm
being
glad
truthful.
you know. I'm glad you know.
I'm being truthful. Am I crazy to expect him to stay clothed in semi-public?
You are crazy.
In semi-public. So the issue is he's not clothed while at home.
At home,
He's-
and apparently
and
in his
in the
car.
car?
I'm saying he's like I was.
Did he walk
I was
naked
for
from
him
the
being
house to
naked
the
at
car?
home. I'm not for him being naked in his car
With
and
ukulele.
going to
But
the car,
no. But more importantly,
playing with his balls though.
more
that's what
importantly,
she talking-
Ukulele is a little bit.
Like-
No, I know, no, but they had an S on it.
Oh, okay.
You said
so-
ukulele.
I'm not S. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you had me think he was playing with his balls in the car?
Well,
Okay, I thought it was a euphemism. I ain't know.
So first of all, just like you knew that your husband was weird as shit and played the ukulele, you probably knew he liked to get naked. So
This ain't some shit he just up and did.
yeah,
one day.
no. It's not like you married him and then he was naked. He was
Right.
naked and you still married him.
Right.
So and people do that
I'm
all
not
the time.
naked.
You
But
can't leave people for shit you know about.
yeah, that's kind of unfair.
You can't
know?
do that.
But maybe you could strike a
do
compromise.
that.
A cocaine habit. He
Right.
started.
You
Right.
know,
You knew. I've been doing coke.
but you knew. He like I've been with coke longer than you.
Right.
What do you
Okay,
do?
listen.
You know? No.
Okay, Daryl, what do you say about the ukulele man?
He ain't gonna change.
Yeah, no.
So either you gonna join them, take your damn clothes off too.
That's next week.
You know.
That
Danielle, what he say?
I think at best you could try to get him to compromise to not be naked in
Put
the
on a
car,
Speedo, maybe.
which is so ridiculous. Maybe you could try it at least where he isn't naked in the car and say, "Hey, why aren't you just? Why aren't you naked in the house only?" But I think also it's kind of on you because you knew he was naked all the time and playing the ukulele,
Darnell.
which is dumb.
I agree. I think that you need to find like a even ground where it's like, okay, you can be naked anywhere in the house, but once you leave the house, you need to put clothes on.
How y'all gonna have kids and
I
he
think-
just naked?
Because
all
I
the
can't.
time?
I'm not getting you out of jail, and
Right,
then you can
and
get
then
a sex. And then
what-
once you get a sex offender charge, I can't be
I was
with you.
just gonna say that sex. All you gotta do
Can't be with
is
you with a sex offender charge.
pull your pants down in front of anybody that's considered. I think is it 12 and under?
What?
I thought it was
And you are-
17 and under.
No, I think it's any non-consensual.
minor,
I think it's anybody. You can't show your penis to
Yeah,
anybody.
anytime you
Any adult, any grown, any person.
you will be on the sex.
What?
You might be trying to pee in the park.
I got a homeboy on the sex
If it
offender
is
register.
someone, a minority.
Yeah. I
got a homeboy on there. He got on there 'cause
You are a sex.
His
offender.
baby mama was a year younger than him. He was.
How
her
come
mama
that's,
got
every,
that,
how come that's
man.
everybody's
Wait,
story?
Yeah.
Anyway.
He was 18. His baby mama was 17. Her mama
Everybody's
called the police.
that's everybody's story when they're a sex
Well,
offender.
this one is true, but I do know some people that's on there that say that.
Yeah, but
But him and his baby mama still together.
But also, why doesn't your husband care about getting a sex offender tag on him? You know, like
And there is the question.
Why doesn't he care about that? He
There's the
should.
question.
He should care about that. So yeah, I
He
mean,
might have some anxiety issues too.
so really,
you might know Evan.
So we're back to
Might be
leave
Evan.
him. We're back to he's not gonna change. Leave
That's
him.
not normal human behavior.
Right, it's not. The naked thing around your house.
Period.
Is
Or in
fine,
your
but
car.
The fact, if he wasn't even naked, driving around the block playing ukulele, that's a red flag.
He's
Yeah.
trying to find. He's trying to get looked at.
All right.
You need
y'all
to
want
go.
do one more? Or do y'all
Yeah,
wanna
let's
go?
do one more. Let's do one more.
All right.
In that order.
In that order. The last one. Oh shit. So, my wife used to use the search feature for the Ashley Madison emails and discovered an old account I had signed up for late one night. Before we were together, mind you,
Oh, okay.
I have forgotten all about it. When she brought it up, I panicked and lied because I was embarrassed, but immediately told her what it was. She was upset, but I explained the situation that I hadn't even thought about it since we had been together. Now I feel hurt that she didn't trust me and felt the need to check, using the guise that some emails were hacked. It's Hillary Clinton.
Right.
But she didn't check hers, just mine. I'm upset that she checked, and I have never done anything to deserve this. How do I get over it without starting a huge fight? I'm now more irritable and closed off.
You got-
and this
you
is
gotta start-
hurting, and this is hurting our marriage.
Yeah,
You gotta start that fight. You got to get through
You gotta
that.
start that fight.
You got to start it. You got to
Yeah.
just go ahead and put it out there, and then it'll
She
be over.
said
It'll
we
be
were-
over
She
quick.
said, "Babe, we were hacked, but only checked his emails."
Come on, bro.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like not
some
something.
shit you would do.
No,
Is that it?
maybe.
Right. Maybe.
No, not me personally, but like I as a woman, I know women who snoop for sure. So it's not right. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I personally, for the record, my boyfriend's watching. I don't snoop at all. But
Asking for a friend.
Right.
I think women. That's something that women definitely do all the time. And I think it's to your defense that you haven't done anything wrong, and it was before you guys were together. So you could definitely, like you
Okay,
said,
but what
start
does
the
that say
fight.
if I'm looking at when, even though he didn't do anything wrong while dating this woman, married to this woman, I don't know, whatever it is, the first thing he did was lie. He
panicked.
Because
The first thing he did was lie.
But I think
people have done
there's
that.
some things that are hard to get over.
Yeah.
And so like it might not have, like this is not something that they've exercised where it's like he's had to lie. And so the first time like it might have took him back to
I
this
can see
place
him
where it's
doing
like
that.
but then he came back and was like,
And
fuck,
he
why did,
told
and
her
he
the
thought about it. He was
truth,
like, why
yeah.
did I do that? It
No,
made no
no,
sense to
definitely
lie.
you get points for immediately coming back. Well, I don't know immediately, but at some point,
Because
you
I've
told the
done
truth.
because I've done that where I've been in
But-
a place where it was like the first thing off of my tongue was
Yeah.
a lie, and I was like,
Why?
wait, why did I say
Exactly,
that?
so
That made no
why?
sense because
It's
panicked.
I think it's a
It's a-
character trait. It's a
What?
personality.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Because she came to you with that, you was caught off guard. However,
Yeah.
you should be like, hold on, and thought about.
No, you don't think like that off top.
I
He was
don't
probably
know.
really embarrassed about it, so he was just like ashamed
Have you
about
never
it.
done that? Have you never lied
never
first?
told a
Then
white
like,
guy?
I feel like that happens.
No,
so, but I'm lying. But I am a good liar. No, but it's like I saw this meme the other day that was like, either you gonna fuck him raw or you gonna go through his phone, but you can't not trust him and trust him at the same time.
Because when you do that,
You know what? That's what it was. I saw that meme. I saw that meme.
I was like, which one you gonna do? Which one you gonna do? You fucking raw, you gonna my phone.
what you gonna do today?
The Jews do this day.
They don't go and not do both.
That is so
It's
real.
real though.
That's so real. Wow. You should hit her with that. You should find that meme and you
And
should
hit it and just send it to her, right.
Facts.
So, Darnell,
But I say you really have to just go ahead and get it all off your chest.
gotta do
You know,
that,
I think like relationships that work, the good relationships that work because people aren't afraid of having those conversations.
Saying
You
what's
can't
on
be
their
afraid of
mind,
those
yeah.
conversations.
And you should be able to, in any relationship, you should be able to have the freedom to be able to say however you want to, whatever you want to say. The deepest, darkest secrets, and it's still, not to say it's not going to be challenging,
It's not
but
gonna
it's
be easy,
you
but-
should still be able to have that freedom
Right.
to say, okay, baby, this is how I feel, this is what it is.
Plus, you didn't really do anything
You
wrong.
didn't do nothing wrong. You ain't cheat on
You
me.
didn't do nothing wrong.
You ain't cheat on.
But that
we
quick
can't
lie,
say
and you
he
need to
lied.
talk.
He lied.
Look, you need to talk about
that happened
that.
to me before. One time I was
Right.
talking to one of my exes, and she hit me. No, it was my girl now. She asked me, "Have you ever hit anybody raw?" And I said,
I'm like, no. I'm like, wait a
Actually,
minute.
maybe I lied.
I'm like, wait a minute, I lied.
Back in Louisiana.
You know, so
Right.
you know, so hey, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Your
there's
first
anything wrong
reaction
with
was
that.
to lie.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Clean. But from the beginning, she shouldn't have been snooping through your emails. She should have. If she had a question, obviously. Well, I don't know. You obviously did something that made her feel like she had to go through your emails. Start from there.
I think they
but
both wrong.
she
So
should have
nobody
just
here has
came
ever
in-
snooped.
I mean,
I've never snooped.
I don't snoop. I don't play
I've
them
never
games.
I don't do
snoop.
that. I don't
You've
do that.
never
I have
snooped.
never
I don't do
snooped.
them games.
I can't do because
How do
I
you
don't want to
snoop?
know.
You don't want to know.
I don't wanna
But what
know.
about?
Don't let me
What-
find out.
Okay, but
like
what
you.
about? But then it
I
goes to
can't do it.
Darnell having that conversation. What about you just having a conversation with the person and being honest on?
But I see. I have those conversations. I have the conversations where it's like, listen, either we're gonna trust each other or we're not.
So
And
you
after I have,
said
and
that
after
they
I have
lie
that
after that.
So if you're going to, if I find out after we have that conversation and I find out that you lied to me, I can't recover from that then. But I
Ooh,
won't
yeah.
snoop though. I won't
Yeah,
snoop.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just we can't do this anymore.
Right. Okay. All right. Well,
I think most people snoop.
I don't want to snoop. I don't want to know.
I can't do
Send your
it.
questions to us. Tuesday@gmail.com.
I'm scared of what I find.
We'll
I'm
do our
scared,
best.
you know.
Can we rename
We'll
this segment?
We'll be back. to
He's
you
not
guys.
gonna change.
He
Leave
ain't gonna
him.
change, leave him.
Or you the side
Hashtag
chick.
you the
Those are really the answers.
And those are the answers.
Yo, we'll be right back. And we'll be back to let you know what
so
we are
ignorant,
obsessed
man.
with this week.
So ignorant.
First I do my lips, lashes, brows. Can't forget about my edges. Heels, all the flats, all the wedges. In that order, 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 in that order. I look good, smell good. I feel like $1 million. Order me some wings and some fries.
All right, everybody. So we are back, and now is where we like to let you guys know what we have been obsessed with this week. Darnell, go ahead. What's going on?
Okay, so there's mine is sometimes crazy, but this one is so there's a hashtag called "How Strong Am I?" Black. Have you seen that?
Wait, what is it?
It's like "How Strong Am I?" Black
People
edition.
edition.
Because it's like the thing is like how white people talk to their parents, but it's like what if black people talk to their parents that way.
Oh my God.
So show the meme I had, and this your grandma always say. You either gonna stay in or out the house. And so the black girl is doing it like this. I mean both. So, but it's one of the little girl
The
that's
funniest one I saw, so it's the meme of, you know that one they had Beyonce where she's sitting outside by the fire pit, like with her hands crossed?
Yeah.
It says, who are you talking to like that? And then the other one is Blue Ivy, and it's
She's
like,
like, hey,
it's
the
only
two of us in this room.
room.
and it's all about like how strong are you? Would you be able to talk to your parents that way? And it's the funniest shit. Like that's got me through the day.
Twitter.
I've been doing a lot.
Y'all
Like
stop.
my actual obsession is like black self care. Like with all the shit that's happening in the world, I think that it's really important that we really take care of ourselves mentally. And just black, like I had to get off Facebook on Sunday because I'm always on there. I got off on
Did you
Sunday.
get off this time by choice
I got
or by
off.
force?
No, they ain't suspended me this
You kicked off
time.
before.
So I didn't go on Facebook at all on Sunday. I woke up early Sunday morning and I went and we made 1,380 sandwiches for the homeless people in
saw
Skid
that.
Row. And then I had some people at my house and we just chilled back and drank some wine and just talked just about everything but politics and racism because you have to really just get away from it.
Agreed.
And I also started a Tumblr, black/selfcare.tumblr.com
Oh, check it out.
with black self-care activities that you can do just to get your mental just to refocus on some things because it's good to be heavily involved, like I'm heavily involved, but every once in a while I got to get away because I will go crazy.
Agreed.
All right. Danielle, what are you obsessed with this week?
I'm obsessed with it's really simple. This song, DJ Khaled has an album, and it's the album cover where he has like a lot of flowers and a lion. Anyway, he has a song with Kendrick and Big Sean and Betty Wright, who I love. So he actually brought Betty. It's not a sample. She like sang originally on this track, and I love Kendrick's verse. I just love the song. You guys should all listen to it. And Kendrick is King Kendrick.
Go. Darren, what's your obsession this week?
Man, my little nephew, man.
No.
Man, he growing up so big.
Oh my
man.
gosh, what a cutie!
I hooked him up with the little cliques or whatever. I sit down in Mississippi for him.
What do you run track?
Now he plays soccer.
Oh wow,
Like,
okay.
he's dope. I mean, no, he's
That's what's
like
up.
really
They play soccer in
good.
Mississippi?
what I said.
That's right.
But
He's
you know,
so cute.
but a lot of parents don't like kids playing football anymore, so
Yeah.
now they putting a lot of the kids into
Soccer's
soccer.
a big thing. My son plays soccer too. It's a huge thing
Like,
among
it's
the kids
huge,
today. Yeah,
huge. And he averages 5 goals a game, and he played with the elite group now, and now he averages 3. So
Yeah. That's what's up.
we have some playlocks over there. Yeah, y'all, But no, man, he's just growing up so fast. And I mean, you know, I'm always in LA chasing my dreams, but he reminds me what's really important.
That's
And
good.
yeah,
cool,
that's
man.
my little Negro.
All right, nephew. This week I'm also obsessed with Black Twitter and things of that
Arthur.
nature. So if y'all have not seen the Arthur memes, is actually
I knew he was
Y'all
gonna
see
go.
Arthur
I knew he was gonna go.
that shit.
They been
They
going
are
You
in.
cannot see. So
They
I
are
pulled my
very
favorite
accurate.
one, y'all. It's so many that I laugh at, but this one is my favorite one. If this little girl, she said, "Girl, I pop this thing right off. Don't play with me."
I'm not gonna play.
Please send it to me.
She's on the phone.
That's my god sister. Girl. I
That's it right off.
hope she ain't watching this. I hope she ain't watching this. That's my god sister.
They're all so funny,
My
but
business is right off.
Y'all, the best part is that don't play with me.
don't play with me.
That shit is so
Have
funny.
you
They're
have you
all
seen
so
the
funny.
one? But it was she was sitting on the counter. And the mama was talking to her, and the little tomboy one is standing up. And the mama was like, "Which one of y'all gay?" And she like this. Mama, look at her.
It's so weird. Like y'all just type in hashtag Arthur Memes.
They're
Did
also
you see
good
the
at
video? Did you see the
inappropriate.
I saw
video
the
one?
video when she got a haircut.
No, I ain't about the girl.
No,
one.
it's
He
one
was
with
the
the
boy.
computer.
He's so weak.
My favorite one is DW. She's sitting at a table, and it's like, so since we're not together, tell me who you messing
Oh.
with. I'm over here.
She's sitting there like this. Oh,
That's
man.
me. That's me all day.
That's gonna do it for Taco Talk Tuesday this week. Real quick, let everybody know where they can find you. If you have anything coming up you want to share. Anything like that.
Yeah, so y'all know I travel. I take people around the world like an international tour guide. So I have a trip coming up August, September, November, and December. So there's more room to sign up for the November and December one. You can find me at passportrequired.com.
Chloe _is_dead15 on
Still figure out why
Instagram.
she's dead.
It's
Why
a
she
long
dead.
story. Chloe is dead.
We
though.
have not heard the story yet.
Right.
No.
I've heard it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm afraid. I'm scared.
It's not scary. It's not scary.
Chloe got anxiety. She sit around playing the ukulele.
She got killed by the nigga with
In college. In college.
You can find me, Daryl Blaylock Jr. on Instagram, Countryboy24 Twitter, and Daryl Blaylock on Facebook.
Y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5. Hit us on Taco Talk Tuesday. Just look for me a couple things coming up, a couple travel plans in the future. You might see me on the screen near you, who knows? But email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. If you want to come sit at the table, talk hot topics, have a drink, email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll be back next week.
First I do my lips, lashes, brows. Can't forget about my edges. Heels, all the flats, all the wedges. In that order, 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 in that order. I look good, smell good. I feel like $1 million. Order me some wings and some fries.